Okay, let's go.
Jazzy Joe's Autograph Adventures.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Jazzy Joe's Autograph Adventures, a web series where I show you 10 different autographs in every episode of 10 different celebrities based on a theme. And before we move on, I'd like to once again say thank you very much to all of you for all your feedback, all your support, and all your suggestions. They really inspire me to make more and more episodes. Thank you very much. This time we are talking about the top 10 Indian singing stars in my collection. These are the stars who have brought us all these wonderful melodies all these years. And our first legend has a career which spans decades. And he was also awarded the Padma Shri by the Government of India. I am talking about Mahendra Kapoor. Mahendra Kapoor created a style of his own, molded largely on Mohammed Rafi, and won the Metro Murphy All India Singing Competition, which led to his debut as a playback singer in V. Shantaram's Navrang in 1958, singing Aadha Hai Chandrama Raat Aadhi. Some of Kapoor's most notable songs were the ones he performed in B.R. Chopra's films like Dhool Ka Phool, Gumrah, Waqt, Humraaz, Dhund, Nikah, and Awam, and the TV series Mahabharat, and for Manoj Kumar, like Upkar and Purab or Pachim. Kapoor had a very large vocal range and he is sometimes known as the vibrant voice of India. His songs from Bandhan, Shakti, Doli, Ek Nazar, Aadmi Aur Insaan, Sangam, The Wife are also quite popular. Mahendra Kapoor is one of the golden era singers. He remained as one of the most popular singers in Bollywood who has given his voice to almost all of the popular heroes and leading well-known actors. Now, I never got to meet Mahendra Kapoor ji because by the time I started collecting autographs on LP records, he was not with us anymore. But I do have him in my autograph records collection, and this is the record I want to show you. This is one of his Ghazal albums, Ghazals of Ghalib. It's got music by Khayyam, and the songs are sung by Mahendra Kapoor ji. And the great thing about the front cover is that it features a record within a record. You can see that the bottom right side, you can see where it's written Mahendra Kapoor. That is actually a photograph of another of his albums. So we have a LP record cover inside a LP record cover. That's the unique thing about this record when it comes to the cover. And you can see at the back, it has a wonderful photo of Khayyam Saab and wonderful songs, 6 tracks. And you can see that he has autographed for one of his friends, and he's written the date also, 11/6/74. Our next singer made his debut as a playback singer in December 1966 with the Telugu film. And he also has the distinction of singing the most number of songs in a single day. Did you guess? Not yet, right? Well, he also sang for Salman Khan in the movie Maine Pyar Kiya. Yeah, now you got it. I am talking about S.P. Balasubramaniam. S.P. Balasubramaniam is an Indian playback singer, music director, actor, dubbing artist, and film producer who works predominantly in Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Hindi, and Malayalam. He has recorded over 40,000 songs in 16 Indian languages. He has garnered 6 National Film Awards for Best Male Playback Singer for his work in 4 different languages: Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, and Hindi. He has also got 25 Andhra Pradesh State Nandi Awards for his works towards Telugu cinema. numerous other state awards from Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. In addition, he garnered the Bollywood Filmfare Award and 6 Filmfare Awards South. He is also a recipient of civilian awards such as Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan from the Government of India. He has sung hit songs in Hindi movies such as मैंने प्यार किया, हम आपके हैं कौन, साजन, एक दूजे के लिए, रोजा, सागर, पत्थर के फूल, and many more. Although I've never met S.P. Balasubramaniam ji, I did get the phone number of his secretary, and I called him up and I asked him if he would help me get the autographs on LP records, and he said, "Why not? Why don't you just courier them to us? You courier them, and I will get them signed from S.P. Balasubramaniam ji, and then I'll courier them back to you." And he did exactly that. And this is the record I want to show you with the autograph of S.P. Balasubramaniam ji. One of his hit soundtracks, Ek Duje Ke Liye, which was a hit movie in itself, and it had nearly all the songs sung by S.P. Balasubramaniam ji. You can see it has 6 tracks, actually 5 tracks, one is sung twice, and it was a hit movie of Kamal Hassan, and you can see in the front S.P. Balasubramaniam ji has signed and he has put the date 17/10/17. Our next artist started his career in Baroda, but he came into the limelight when he was picked up by India's premier, one of the first orchestras called Melody Makers, who used to perform mainly in Pune and Mumbai. Yes, I am talking about Shabbir Kumar. Music director Usha Khanna gave Shabbir Kumar a break in the film Tajurba in 1981. Shabbir got a major break when the director Manmohan Desai, who was looking for a Mohammad Rafi substitute, noticed him and recommended him to music director duo Lakshmikant Pyarelal. Within a few days, Lakshmikant Pyarelal gave Shabbir Kumar songs in the film Kuli, which was released in 1983. Shabbir Kumar's first released film with Lakshmikant Pyarelal was Main Intakam Lunga. Shabbir Kumar was acknowledged as a leading playback singer with the film Betab, where music director Rahul Dev Burman got him to sing all the 5 songs for Sunny Deol. Also in 1983, Kuli was released, in which Lakshmikant Pyarelal had given him all the 7 songs, 6 for Amitabh Bachchan and 1 for Rishi Kapoor. In the 1980s, Shabbir Kumar sang for all the leading music directors and had private albums also. His hit films include Kuli, Betab, Wo Saat Din, Mard, Meri Jang, Pyar Jhukta Nahi, and many others. I had the great pleasure of meeting Shabbir Kumar at a music launch party in Mumbai. And luckily, I knew that he would be there, so I took some records with me, and he very happily signed on all the records, including Kuli. But the record I want to show all of you is this one, simply because it is his private album. And it is a rare record to get. It is not easily available. It has 8 ghazals sung by Shabbir Kumar with music by Sardar Malik. And you can see in the front, he has signed it saying, "With love, Shabbir Kumar." And he's written the date 27/2/17. Our next singing star is a veteran Bollywood singer who is known as a singer with a difference. And she has sung over 100 songs with the veteran duo Kalyanji Anandji. I am talking about the melodious Usha Timothy. Usha Timothy was discovered by Kalyanji Anandji. She did what was considered her first playback for them in Himalaya Ki God Mein. In that film, her duet with Mohammad Rafi, Tu Chhat Pe Khadi Thi, was well received, but many thought it to be Asha Bhosle's voice. However, the first playback she gave was for a song in the 1962 film Durga Puja. Her major work was with Kalyanji Anandji, for whom she sang many hit songs in the 1970s. But she also worked with other composers like Bullo C. Rani, Roshan, Hansraj Bahl, S.N. Tripathi, S. Mohinder, Sardar Malik, Usha Khanna, Sonik Omi, Babul, Lala Sattar, and Jagdish Khanna. Usha was a great fan of Mohammad Rafi since her childhood, but has sung with other major playback singers also, including Mukesh, Kishore Kumar, Shamshad Begum, Suman Kalyanpur, Hemlata, and Krishna Kale. She has also sung with Kishore Kumar in the super hit song Are Rafta Rafta Dekho Aankh Meri Ladi Hai. Now I met Usha Timothy ji both at her residence in Mumbai and at a show in Delhi, and both times she met me with such happiness and joy. It made me feel like, I know her since ages and ages and ages. She is so down to earth and so friendly, and she looked at the records with the joy of a 6-year-old, and she signed all of them. But the record I want to show you is this one. This is the soundtrack of the movie Uljan. It has 6 tracks, and one of them is sung by Usha Timothy ji, Bari Saiya Ki Najariya. She has sung it with Kanchan. Once again, this is a Kalyanji Anandji soundtrack, and you can see in the front she has signed saying, "To dear Jazzy Joe, with love, Usha Timothy," and she has put the date 8/12/2016. And now we come to another singing star who has been awarded the Padma Shri by the Government of India, and she has also acted in films, and as a playback singer she has sung many songs in the 1950s and 1960s. I am talking about Sudha Malhotra. Sudha Malhotra was discovered as a child artist by Ghulam Haider, a prominent music director of the 1940s. She was born in New Delhi and grew up in Lahore, Bhopal and Firozpur, and did her graduation in music from Agra University. She debuted in the movie Arzu, and she also recorded for a few albums, including for Jagjit Singh's In a Mood of Love. She also acted in some Bollywood films, and as a playback singer worked in popular Bollywood movies in the 1950s and 60s like Arzu, Dhool Ka Phool, Ab Dilli Dur Nahi, Girlfriend, Barsat Ki Raat, Didi, Kala Pani, Prem Rog, and Dekh Kabira Roya. She was last seen in Raj Kapoor's Prem Rog in the song Ye Pyar Tha Ya Kuch Aur Tha. Apart from Hindi songs, she has sung many popular Marathi songs or Bhav Geet. I met Sudha Malhotra ji at her residence in Mumbai, and it was once again a great pleasure to meet her. She looked at all her albums with a twinkle in her eye, and she told me a little history about each LP, each record. But the record I want to show all of you, which is a special album, is this one. This is Jagjit Singh Creates, Sudha Malhotra Sings, an album of ghazals, and the name of the album is In a Mood of Love. You can see at the back there are 6 ghazals with music by Jagjit Singh and in the voice of Sudha Malhotra ji. And she has signed in the front of the album saying, "Jazzy Joe, you are a great collector. God bless you, Sudha Malhotra." Our next singing star is the daughter of the great singing legend Hemant Mukherjee, and she is the one who sang the song Nani Teri Morni Kuchor Le Gaye from the film Masoom. Yes, I am talking about Ranu Mukherjee. Ranu Mukherjee was a prolific singer of the 60s and 70s who sang in Hindi and Bangla. She is the daughter of music director Hemant Mukherjee and Bela Mukherjee. Bela Mukherjee, herself a great singer, left her singing career after marrying Hemant. The film 20 Saal Pehle is known for its melodious song Kyun Hai Deewane Tu Akela, sung by Ranu Mukherjee. She also has taken the music of top international hits Smooth Operator, Song Sung Blue, Saving All My Love for You, and then put sentimental Hindi lyrics to them. The result was the album Lover Boy, where East and West, the twain, have truly met. Says Ranu, who has been singing since she was 4, it's terrific to record songs of internationally reputed artists. She also sang popular songs in movies like Call Girl, Shankar Dada, Do Duni Char, Tufan Aur Bijli, Duriya, and many more. Now, I haven't been able to meet Ms. Ranu Mukherjee also, but a friend of mine knew her very well, and so he told me that why don't you give me whatever you want her to sign, and I'll get it signed for you. So I gave him a few records, and he got an autograph for me. And the record I want to show you is this one. This is the movie Call Girl. You can see it's quite a damaged copy, quite used by the previous user. And it has music by Saban Jagmohan. And as you can see at the back, she has sung the title song, I Am Call Girl. And the second song also she has sung with Kishore Kumar ji, Jawani Mere Yara. And she has autographed at the back. Next is a Bollywood playback singer who provided playback for over 35 films in the 1980s and early 90s. But today he has moved on to gospel singing. I am talking about Vijay Benedict. Vijay Benedict made his debut as a singer for the hit 1982 movie Disco Dancer, singing the popular title song I Am a Disco Dancer for actor Mithun Chakrabarti. He was frequently used as a playback singer for films starring Mithun, which were directed by B. Subhash and music by Bappi Lahiri. He also worked with other music directors like Lakshmikant Pyarelal, Anand Milin, and Nadeem Shravan, and sang for other actors like Govinda, Jackie Shroff, and Amir Khan. He has sung duets with female singers like Alisha Chenoy, Asha Bhosle, Kavita Krishnamurti, Parvati Khan, and male singers like Amit Kumar and Kumar Sanu. In 1991, he took a break from playback singing for Bollywood films and then devoted himself to also singing for his Christian faith, and is now a film singer and also sings gospel songs. Now, I met Vijay Benedict ji when he came to Delhi to perform at one of the churches, and after everything was over, everybody was asking him for selfies, and there I was standing with a few records asking him for autographs. So it was quite a different thing, and a lot of people were amazed at all the records, and some of them did not know that Vijay ji also did a lot of playback singing in Bollywood films. But the record I want to show all of you is this one, his debut film and one of the greatest hits of Hindi cinema. From the movie Disco Dancer, he sang the title song, I Am a Disco Dancer. As you can see, quite a colorful record cover with Mithun Chakrabarti as the disco dancer, lot of colors. And once again, in the front, Vijay ji has signed Vijay Benedict. Our journey continues with our next artist, who has recently been awarded the Padma Shri. He is known for his voice, for his songs, but he is also known for his piano expertise. And he recently got the Indian citizenship. I am talking about Adnan Sami. Adnan Sami Khan is a Pakistani-born Indian singer, musician, music composer, and pianist. He performs Indian and Western music, including for Hindi movies. His most notable instrument is the piano. He has been credited as the first musician to have played the santoor and Indian classical music on the piano. A review in the UK-based Keyboard magazine described him as the fastest keyboard player in the world and called him the keyboard discovery of the 90s. In 2016, he became an Indian citizen and was awarded the Padma Shri in 2020. He is well known for his private albums and hits in movies like Koi Mil Gaya, Jurm, Life in a Metro, Tare Zameen Par, Kill Dil, and many more. I met Adnan ji at a show in Delhi. He had come to Delhi to perform, and I could only get a few records autographed, 4-5 of them. Could not get a photograph with him, but I was very happy to get his autographs on these soundtracks. And the one I want to show you is this one, Tare Zameen Par. A wonderful movie, a hit movie, and you can see that in the front Shan has also signed, and it's a beautiful cover, very colorful, and it's got 7 tracks plus 1 extra from another movie, and you can see he has signed in the front saying Love Adnan. Our next singing star left home at the age of 14 to find a guru or an institution to further his music training, and today is one of the greatest Sufi singers in India, and he has also been awarded the Padma Shri by the Government of India. I am talking about Kailash Kher. Kailash Kher is an Indian playback singer and music composer who sings songs with a music style influenced by Indian folk music and Sufi music. He was inspired by the classical musicians Pandit Kumar Gandharv, Pandit Hridaynath Mangeshkar, Pandit Bhimsen Joshi, and the Qawwali singer Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. When he couldn't find the right guru or a school, Kher started learning music by listening to the great masters. Kher's foray continued with him singing jingles for TV and radio commercials, receiving critical acclaim for his unique style of singing. He received the Padma Shri Award and has also received 2 Filmfare Awards for Best Male Playback Singer, one for the Bollywood movie Fana and one for the Telugu film Mirchi, along with several other nominations. With his powerful voice and his unique style of music, Kher has established himself as one of the most popular playback singers of India. Kailash Kher had come to Delhi for a show, and once again I got to know where he's staying, so I met him at the hotel and I showed him his albums, his CDs and a couple of records, and he was so happy to see all of them. He autographed all of them and he told me a little bit of history about each album. And the record I want to show you is this one. This is a record of his album Kailasa. It's got amazing hits like Teri Diwani, Toba Toba, Kaise Main Kahun, Dilruba and many others. A total of 8 tracks and 1 extra remix. It's got wonderful photos on the front and back, and you can see he has autographed writing Om and Jazzy Joe in Hindi, and then writing Love and Kailash Kher. And now, once again, last but definitely not the least, in fact, one of the most famous and respected duo Sufi singers of India, with the elder brother getting a Padma Shri from the government. I'm talking about Puran Chand and Pyare Lal Wadali, or better known as the Wadali brothers. The Wadali brothers, Puran Chand Wadali and Pyare Lal Wadali, are Sufi singers and musicians from Guru Ki Wadali in the Amritsar district in Punjab, India. Born into the 5th generation of musicians given to singing the messages of Sufi saints, the Wadali brothers dabbled in the most unexpected of professions before they became Sufi singers. While Puran Chand Wadali, the elder brother, was a regular in an akhada, which is a wrestling ring, for 25 years, Pyare Lal contributed to the meager family income by playing the role of Krishan in the village Ras Leela. The Wadali brothers sing in the Gurbani, Ghazal and Bhajan genres of music. They live in their ancestral house in Guru Ki Wadali and teach music to those who promise to preserve it. They consider themselves as a medium through which the preaching of great saints is passed on to others. They have never indulged commercially, and they have only a handful of recordings to their name, mostly from live concerts. It was a pleasure to meet the Wadali brothers because, contrary to what I expected, they were so humble and genuine that it did not feel like I'm meeting them for the first time. because they welcomed me with such joy. And when they saw the items I had taken for them to autograph, they were so happy and they autographed them very nicely, all of them, both of them. And they asked me to wait because they were in the process of getting ready for the show. It was a show in Delhi. And once they had dressed up, they said, okay, why don't you take a photograph with us? And this was the photograph that we took. And it was a great joy for me to meet such legendary musicians and with such a genuine personality and characters. And what I want to show all of you, the item I want to show you is this one. This is not a record. It is the DVD cover of the DVD Tu Hi Tu, which is Punjabi Sufiana Kalam by the Badali brothers. And you can see they have signed in the front in pure Punjabi language. And this is a proud possession in my autograph collection. Even though it's not a record, but I am very, very happy to possess this. And now we come to the end of this episode featuring Indian singing stars. I hope you enjoyed the information and the autographs. And if you did, please like and share this video. And you can subscribe to my channel, Jazzy Joe Entertainment. That encourages me to make more videos like this one. And once again, thank you for watching this video and stay tuned for more. You can also send any questions, suggestions or feedback to this email, jazzyautographs@yahoo.com. For all my autograph collector friends, happy collecting. And for everyone watching, hope to see you in the next episode with 10 more autographed records of 10 more legends. Till then, take care and all the best.